Today we had the first electric tractor in Hawaii. We invited out farmers to come see the tractor, talk about what this means for the future of sustainable agriculture here in Hawaii.
Well, yeah, man, the tractor came today and it was a wonderful experience.
We were invited by Jack and Kim Johnson to check out a demo of the CET compact electrical tractor here.
Mahalo for coming, thanks so much. Today was the first day that we got to drive around and have other farmers that are friends come. Yeah, I was gonna turn it over to Steve. Do you wanna say anything before we start, Steve?
I first started making electric cars and found out that the battery weight was the biggest problem. And tractors need weight, so let's make electric tractors.
It's all friends. You guys are all welcome to drive it and try it. There's a lot of us.
Charisse was one of the first people on the tractor, so I'm glad some women got on there.
Yeah, I was like really nervous and scared, but for one, it was like really quiet, really smooth, and it felt safe because there were features on there, like the PTO when we had the tiller or the mower going on. It only went when you drove forward, you know. And the thing about using heavy equipment is always, for me, is the number one priority is safety of the person and the people around.
It was just cool to see different people had different ideas of what they needed for on their farm. So some people wanted to see if how much it could dig into the soil. Some were how much weight it could carry. Some Kalo farmers were like, can it drive in the mud? So we took it out back and made sure that it could handle out in the softer soil.
Now you challenge me.
I did one crossing and I had to lower the bucket down to use that as kind of the weight to hold me up as I went across. But it handled. Put it in four-wheel drive and no problem.
Generally my thoughts about today were that it definitely seems like it can do most of the things that a diesel tractor could do, and gives me hope for the future and the future of this technology in this field.
When we dig up the carbon that was deposited in such a short period of time and put it in the atmosphere, then we take the planet, we reverse the process that made life possible. As much as we can do now to slow it down, the better will be for your generation. Yeah.
From running a lot of diesel and other biofuel machinery, it's really cool to see what electric can do and dish out. I also really like that I don't need to go to the gas station anymore, which would cost me quite a pretty penny every week. Now we just drive it to my garage and hook it up to the sun, which is awesome.
Right, one business. Start. Explaining things, how it works, how things grow is one thing, but pointing to a solar array and to be explained to a little kid that the power of the sun is actually charging this tractor that's going around doing the work. It simplifies it makes everything a lot easier to understand of how this is lower impact, and it's right there in front of you. You can see it all.
Solectrac electric tractor is the way to go.
I think it's a great opportunity for a small farm here like Kōkua Hawaii Foundation to get started, to train young people, to have young kids to be exposed on heavy equipment.
Probably favorite moment for me wasn't necessarily driving myself, but watching all the kids drive. And just to kind of see the smile on their face, just something so simple as being able to pick up mulch, move it across the farm and dump it right over here. So it was great just to have a bunch of friends around. They're a lot of my favorite people. And we got them all out here today to check out the new tractor. It was fun.
I just love that, it's part of the bigger message that we're trying to send, that we want a sustainable future for Hawaii.